The king gave an order that sounded insane. He stood in the village center and shouted, "Build me a mountain here," from nothing. The people gasped. A mountain? Made by hand? Impossible! They laughed at the king's madness. But one man did not laugh. He stepped forward, and what he did next would change the kingdom forever. This man was not rich or strong. He lived simply and kept to himself, unnoticed by most. He bent, picked up a small pebble, and placed it on the ground. The people roared with laughter. "Is that your mountain?" they teased. The man stayed silent. The next day, he came back with another pebble, then another, and another. Every morning, he walked to the field, one pebble in hand, one pebble on the ground. It looked foolish, but he kept going. His quiet discipline puzzled people who watched each morning. Here's our first English phrase. Bit by bit, slowly, step by step, a phrase you can use in life and English lessons. The people shook their heads, but bit by bit, the pile began to rise. The empty field began to change. Years passed. The small pile grew into a hill. Children climbed it, and villagers whispered, "Maybe he will really build a mountain." Someone else was watching. The king. Instead of pride, he felt anger. How dare this man succeed at my impossible order? One night, the king gave a secret command to his soldiers. Destroy it. Flatten the hill. By sunrise, the man came to the field and his heart sank. The hill was gone. Years of work, thousands of pebbles crushed to dust. The villagers smirked. "We told you it was useless." The man stood, hands trembling. Would he give up? No. He bent, picked another pebble, and placed it on the ground. Why didn't he quit? Psychologists say our brains love consistency. When you repeat something daily, it becomes part of your identity. It rewires your habits, slowly changing how you see yourself. He was no longer a villager, but the builder. And builders don't stop. This brings our second phrase, add up. Small things joining to make something big. One pebble looks silly, but thousands add up to a mountain. So the man began again, pebble by pebble, day after day. Then something strange happened. One morning, the man didn't arrive, the field was empty, and villagers whispered, "He finally gave up." The next day, a child came and placed a pebble, then a girl. Soon, dozens of children, then mothers and fathers. Even those who mocked him were carrying stones. Though the man was gone, his habit lived on and inspired a movement. The mountain began to grow faster than ever. Months later, the king stood there but couldn't see over the hill. A mountain now rose higher than the palace walls. The crowd gasped. From the shadows, the old villager returned. Gray hair, bent back, eyes burning with quiet fire. He walked to the mountain, touched the stones, and faced the king. "Your Majesty," he said calmly, "you wanted a mountain. I gave a pebble. The people gave the rest. This is the power of a small habit. One pebble is nothing, but one every day can move a kingdom." The king had no words. The villagers cheered. The mountain stood as a monument, not to power, but to persistence. A reminder that tiny choices shape big outcomes. Tiny habits may look invisible, but they shape tomorrow. Bit by bit, they grow. They add up, and one day, they'll make kings bow. Today, we learned two phrases, bit by bit, slowly, step by step, and add up. Small things joining to become big. Now it's your turn. Write one small habit you'll start in the comments. I will read them and respond. If this story inspired you, like, share with a friend, and subscribe for more life-changing stories. Remember, greatness isn't built in a single day. It is built bit by bit until it finally adds up.